Hello, adventurers! Sing the sandwich sonnet, it's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go! Today I'm going to be using this swirly white and red set that I acquired at some point. Hopefully they're nicer to me than the barbarian dice were. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 3. Wheat. Starting out nice and simple today with a couple of unassuming slices of wheat bread. We're going to go ahead and toast them up using our toast bread cantrip since we've been leaving a lot of our sandwiches untoasted lately. And there we go, nice and golden brown and ready for our sandwich fillings. Next up, let's roll for main. 2. Canned unmeat. Alrighty then, today it looks like we have some plant-based chicken in a can. This seems like a perfect candidate for the Midwest salad cantrip, so we're going to cast that to mix our faux chicken chunks with some Kewpie mayo. This unmeat is made primarily of soy protein and has a texture and taste that is similar enough to chicken. It's a bit softer than cooked chicken. Texture-wise, it reminds me more of like lion's mane mushroom. I was unaware of just how porous this stuff was and how much of the vegetable broth marinade it had absorbed, so I definitely should have drained it a bit better. The result was a faux chicken salad mix that was a little runnier than I would have liked, but that's alright. At least we toasted the bread first. I am generally a fan of real chicken salad sandwiches. It's a great way to use up leftover chicken, so I'm hopeful that this plant-based approximation will be similarly enjoyable. Let's roll for our cheese. 5. Cheddar. I've got some sharp cheddar slices today. I'm a big fan of sharp cheddar, and I think the punchy flavor of this cheese will be a good counterpoint to our more subdued main. Let's roll up some roughage. 1. Whatever fruit my kids haven't eaten, and 5. Lettuce. For fruit today, we have a handful of red grapes. Funnily enough, some people include grapes in their typical chicken salad recipe, so this isn't actually all that strange. I prefer a more savory chicken salad myself, but the little sweetness and acid that the grapes provide should play nicely here with both the sharp cheese and the rich mayo. Lettuce is also no stranger to a chicken salad, helping to provide a little structure to an otherwise loose sandwich, as well as some crunch and freshness. Happy to have it along for the ride today. Let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 13. Barbecue rub. This Blazing Star pork and barbecue rub is your pretty typical barbecue rub. It's got cane sugar, salt, paprika, and some other spices, including chili pepper. It's not very spicy, but it is a nice all-purpose meat seasoning, or I guess in this case, unmeat seasoning. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 14. Yuzu hot sauce. This jalapeno-based hot sauce is made with East Asian yuzu fruit. Yuzu is a bit like a cross between a lemon and a grapefruit, tasting both quite tart and bitter. The citrus is used widely in Japanese cuisine and is high in vitamin C. This hot sauce is a really nice, mild and acidic flavor, and I think it's actually going to end up being a pretty good fit for this sandwich. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. There, we got a bit of a leak. And let's take a look at that cross-section. Not the scariest cross-section we've had. Just a heads up, my kids are on spring break starting today, so I'll be taking the next week off. But first, we've got a sandwich to taste. If I can keep it from dripping all over the place. Let's do it. Not bad at all. Not that dissimilar to a typical chicken salad sandwich. There isn't much that gives away that the meat is plant-based, especially with everything else going on in this sandwich. Probably the worst thing about it is just how wet it is, but that could have been helped by draining the main a little better. The grapes and lettuce pair nicely with both the savory chicken salad and the sharp cheese and tangy hot sauce, and the barbecue rub helps round out the flavors since our unmeat chicken started without any seasoning. It's not mind-blowing, but it's a pretty tasty sandwich, especially since we started with something from a can. I'm going to give this one a 7.8 today, and I'm going to call it the Underdog. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again next time right here on Roll for Sandwich.